بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه وبعد. Question, Alhamdulillah, this conference was themed around understanding zuhud, raqa'iq and other inspiring introspective topics that bring one nearer to Allah Azza wa Jal. However, in our community sometimes we hear the chant Manhaj, Manhaj, Manhaj. All you people talk about is Manhaj. Is this a valid claim? And should communities be less focused on the affair of Manhaj? What have our scholars said about this matter? Ikhwan, one of the things that we must understand as it relates to the affair of the methodology in the Manhaj of Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah is that our scholars, they mention that the Manhaj is the haykal, or it is the framework by way of which we understand and we approach the deen of Allah Azza wa Jal. The affair of manhaj and methodology is not one that revolves only around one area of the deen of Allah Azza wa Jal, but it encompasses the whole of the deen. Ahl Sunnah have a manhaj as it relates to the affairs of aqeedah. They have a manhaj as it relates to the affair of at-ta'amul, that is dealing with others outside of the realm of Ahl Sunnah. They have a methodology and a manhaj as it relates to fiqh and understanding fiqh and approaching, learning it, studying it and teaching it. They have a methodology and a manhaj as it relates to dealing with the hukam and dealing with the rulers. They have a methodology and a manhaj that relates to giving da'wah. And all of these affairs return back then to that which the Sahaba Ridwanullahi alayhim were upon in the Qurun al-Mufaddala, the first three noble generations. Therefore, for us to say manhaj, 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 in essence, ikhwan, the deen of Allah Azza wa Jal is our manhaj. The whole of the deen is based around a methodology that Allah Azza wa Jal has sent down and that has been legislated in the book and in the Sunnah with the understanding of the Sahaba Ridwanullahi alayhim. And so, we should not understand manhaj purely to mean الرد على أهل البدع مثلا. While الرد على أهل البدع is an elementary part of our methodology and our manhaj. The manhaj of Ahl Sunnah revolves around التصفية والتربية. That is the methodology of Ahl Sunnah. It revolves around educating and purifying. The affair of tasfiyah, that is the affair of purifying the deen and removing from it the accretions, removing from it the additions, removing from it that which has been added to it, from that which was not from it, was from ikhwan the command of Allah Azza wa Jal to the Anbiya wa Rusul. From the time of Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, and Ibrahim, when he made dua that Allah send among the people of Mecca a messenger from them, he mentioned and he made dua that the messenger would have two main characteristics. يُزَكِّيهِمْ وَيُعَلِّمُهُمُ الْكِتَابِ وَالْحِكْمَةِ. That they purify them and teach them the book and the hikmah. And so this affair then of teaching the book and the hikmah, Ibrahim, when he made dua that Allah send them an individual that will teach them the book and the hikmah, وَيُزَكِّيهِمْ, and purify them. Allah Azza wa Jal, when he sent the messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, لَقَدْ مَنَّ اللَّهُ عَلَيْكُمْ إِذْ بَعَثَ فِيكُمْ رَسُولًا, that indeed Allah Azza wa Jal has blessed you by sending to you a messenger from you that Allah Azza wa Jal describes as one who purifies you, وَيُعَلِّمُهُمُ الْكِتَابَ وَالْحِكْمَةِ, purifies them and teaches them the book and the hikmah. And so we have then these two affairs coupled together, purification and teaching the book and the hikmah. The manhaj of Ahl Sunnah then revolves around these two affairs. Number one, purification. Number two, teaching the book and the hikmah. And it is that which Shaykh al-Albani he coins with his phrase at-tasfiyah wa-tarbiyah, and others from Ahl al-Ilm. Tasfiyah wa-tarbiyah, purification and teaching and nurturing the ummah upon the correct deen. The deen of Allah Azza wa Jal is wasi', and it encompasses many affairs. Zuhud is from them, but there are many arenas, ikhwan, and many affairs related to the deen of Allah Azza wa Jal. The methodology related to aqeedah, and the methodology similarly as it relates to مثلا تلقي العلم. Ahl Sunnah, they have a manhaj al-talaqqi, a methodology of approaching and learning knowledge and studying. So we have then that which is related to studying that which is related to the various branches of knowledge that we learn, and that which is related to purification. Purification, ikhwan, is that all of the sciences of the deen are purified from the accretions and the additions, that the Muslimun may be nurtured upon the pure Islam, free of man-made additions, of ideas, ideologies, of bid'ah, innovation, and khuza'balat. And that then, all of that falls within the methodology of Ahlul Sunnah. They have a methodology in purification. How do we purify the deen? Part of purification is to repel the doubts that are presented by Ahlul Bid'ah, people of innovation. Those doubts, ikhwan, are presented by men and are repelled by men. They will not repel themselves. And so, al-rad ala Ahlul Bid'ah is elementary. And no one, ikhwan, but Ahlul Sunnah will establish that. Ahlul Bid'ah are not going to refute themselves. Neither are they going to refute their like, since they are happy that bid'ah is allowed to fester, since their own ideas are allowed to fester. So the affair of al-rad مثلا ala ahl al-bid'ah, it is a part of the tasfiyah, a part of the purification, and by way of it, the deen is purified, and it is done, and it is carried out at the hands of Ahlul Sunnah, Ahlul Hadith, Ahlul Athar, Salafiyun. Similarly, مثلا, as it relates to teaching the deen and nurturing individuals upon the deen of Allah Azza wa Jal, individuals, the ummah is nurtured upon the authentic sunnah. That authentic sunnah is purified from the ahadith al-da'ifa, and from the ahadith al-mawdu'a, and from the mursalat and munqati'at and the mu'dalat and the other ahadith that are weak and not established. That is another form of purification. Part of that purification necessitates understanding that fulan is da'if, fulan is saduqun sayy al-hifz, fulan is saduq lahu awham. Statements that the scholars of Jarh wa Ta'dil have mentioned concerning men. Though it does not apply to them having innovation, but it is still something of an attack against them that will cause their narration to be rejected, not because of the fact that they have innovation with them, but because of the fact that they have some other cause by way of which we are prevented from taking from them. And so all of these affairs are part of purification, ikhwan, that fall within the methodology of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. So manhaj is the deen of Allah. Without the manhaj, ikhwan, you'll go astray, yaqi. Without the manhaj, you'll be upon dalala. Understand the concept, ikhwan. It is elementary. Ahlul Sunnah don't shy away from the methodology. They understand that it is the deen of Allah Azza wa Jal. It is the framework by way of which we understand the deen correctly. Without it, ikhwan, we have nothing but dalala, nothing but misguidance, nothing but confusion, nothing but groping in the dark. Just as when we hear people saying, and may Allah save us, ikhwan, from such statements, ya akhi, we'll find out who was upon the haqq yawm al-qiyamah, ya akhi. The Prophet ﷺ, he mentioned, تَرَكْتُكُمْ عَلَى مِثْلِ الْبَيْضَاءِ لَيْلُهَا كَنَهَارِهَا لَا يَزِيغُ عَنْهَا إِلَّا هَالِكَ. I've left you upon that which is pure and white, clear. Its night is like its day, and no one deviates away from that except one who is destroyed. And that which is pure and clear and white is that which is based upon the methodology of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, the methodology of the Salaf of this ummah, the methodology and the manhaj of the Sahaba ridwanullahi alayhim. And so manhaj is imperative, elementary. There is no avoiding, ikhwan, this affair, since it is our deen. Wallahu ta'ala.